Okay, welcome to Sean Cameron Photographic. Thank you for joining us. And today I've got a colleague with me called Jamie, and we are both going to swap my Nikon for his Canon to see how we get on. Neither of us have ever shot each other's cameras. I've never shot Canon, he's never shot Nikon. We're going to do a photo shoot, we're going to do sports, we're going to do portrait. It's going to be fun. Let's see how we go. Oh! Oh my word. Right mate, good luck, you're on your own.
What do all these buttons do?
How do I switch it on? What is that? Wow, okay. I got on. And the battery's not shot out, so that's quite a good thing before we start. Right. Looks like he's got it on program. Cheeky bugger.
Right. I've turned the camera on. This is good. Manual.
What's TV? This is a remote control as well, Jamie.
Okay. Pressing M. Okay. Press and hold M and turn it, and I'm getting...
Okay. Jamie's hiding in the corner. Have you got a manual over there or something?
Manual program, shutter, aperture.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh.
Okay, this is good.
I have no idea what TVC stands for, but it looks right.
I'm so tempted every time you ask a question just to tell you, and that's wrong. I mustn't do this. This is a challenge.
Of course you can tell me. I'll tell you whatever you want to know, Jamie.
Do I believe this man?
ISO was right down, you cheeky bugger. I found it. Setting me up for a fool. I wish I'd thought of it.
I found out how to change the ISO.
I'm ready. I'm probably not. Have you found everything?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
It's quicker than mine.
Oh God!
This, by the way, is the Canon EOS 1D. Is that right? X? 1DX.
Yeah, 1DX.
God, I forgot the X, the important bit, the 1DX. And Jamie's got the D5.
Yep.
The Nikon D5. So, yes. I don't think I mentioned that. Sorry about that, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready to shoot?
Your zoom works the opposite way around to mine. Yes, I think we can just give it a go and see what happens.
AI servo. What does that mean? Right. That's what that means. Something frantically flashing at me and I've no idea what it is. Does it have a memory card in it?
Yes. I wasn't that mean to you.
I wonder what that means.
I can tell you. That probably, actually, I should tell you for that one.
I've broken his camera.
That's auto... I'll have to put your camera down because you're trying to do auto exposure bracketing.
Oh, am I? How did I manage that?
I have no idea. Because you'd have to press those two buttons simultaneously to do that. There you go, I've turned it off.
Okay, thank you.
These Nikon people, you see, they just can't take the pressure.
Have you found the on switch yet?
That was one time.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. Lovely, one shot. One shot, I'm assuming, means that it focuses once. That's my guess. Let's see. Let's have a look. Oh, well, sorry, I've taken the shot. I didn't mean to. Yes, lovely. Because I don't want it continuously focusing. I want to focus on one spot and then the dog jumps into it for this particular style of shooting. So, are you ready, Jamie?
Yes, you see, I'm going to take the opposite one because on my camera I would normally rely on the autofocus tracking for something like this. So I've got this set to track the focus.
Well, it's a great we agree so far then on technique. Okay, I'm ready to get down and dirty anytime you are.
Yep.
Okay. Have camera will travel. That's the right side, mate.
Yeah, no. I normally have one of these nice things and have my camera hooked up to this so that you get into the habit of you can just drop the camera. And I nearly just put that down and let go. Sean would have been very upset with me if I'd done that.
Oh, hello, your zoom works the opposite way around to me.
That's just exactly what I said, and isn't this disconcerting?
Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. Wow, I took a lot of photographs. I took many more than I would normally.
How the heck do I play back the photos on this? I found a button. Okay, that's horrible.
Yay! Oh, it's very blue.
God, he's backlit. He's really, really badly backlit.
White balance.
How the heck do I set exposure compensation on this thing?
Okay. Right. Dial in a little bit less exposure compensation.
Dial in quite a bit more exposure compensation.
Okay, I'm ready. I think I may have gone the wrong way with the exposure compensation. Right, one more shot before the sun comes out.
I just want to get one semi-decent picture.
Well, whilst Jamie tries to get to his feet, I will tell you that that is the end of the sports section. So
I was just doing press-ups.
hopefully the I'll have to give him a hand in a minute. So hopefully the portrait section will go a lot easier. Okay, let's have a look.
Are we comparing results on the cameras, or are we just...
We can if you want.
No, let's not. Let's leave it until afterwards. Let me pick up my camera and walk this way.
Do you take that everywhere with you?
Absolutely. I've heard about this vlogging lark, so I'm very keen to try it.
Right, let's have a look.
Ooh, the sun's come out.
So I've just stepped back and nearly fallen over my camera. I thought I was very casually trying to ignore it, and I've just realised I've said it on camera. Right, so we will need to change aperture priority. Bulb. Oh, what did I have it set to, I wonder?
Exposure compensation. Get rid of... God. Right, get rid of the exposure compensation, get the camera back to a known state. Then get onto aperture. But how the hell do I actually change the aperture?
That sounds very technical, Jamie. All I'm actually doing is frantically turning a dial. Well, I reckon it must be AV because it's got A in the letter.
Well, I'm working on A being aperture, but it's... What button do I actually use to change the aperture?
Oh, that's a point.
Oh, there's one at the front. Oh! Now we're cooking on gas.
Shall we suggest that we go to...
And I probably need to take the ISO down as well.
I'm guessing this is set for auto ISO.
Yes, I would have left it on auto ISO.
It's giving me some very funny readings.
Yes, I would have left it on auto ISO.
Right, we are ready for our model. Okay, we finally found a spot to do the shot, the portrait shot, and as you heard, we've been messing around with the cameras. God knows what the settings are now. But I'm ready. Are you ready?
Sort of, yes. I'd kind of like to get it on fixed.
I'm going to have to sell the camera now. I'll never get it back again.
Trust me, you'll get it back.
I meant the settings.
Yeah.
Now, the only hitch to my dog is he's got a terrible resting bitch face, so I'm not going to guarantee any of the pictures, and that's before we even start. Right. Okay, so now how have I done that? How have I lost the auto? Oh, AF drive. I wonder what that does. Well, I seem to have locked the camera up entirely.
Oh God, what have you done to it? Fortunately, I recorded all the settings on a CF card before I gave it to Sean, so I probably won't have to sell the camera.
Oh, I've just taken a shot without actually pressing the shutter, which is really quite impressive.
You're actually taking pictures and you're not... should be okay.
Oh.
Oh, you've got it in timer mode.
Oh.
10-second timer mode.
Well, apparently I've got it in timer mode, so that was pretty impressive, isn't it? Right. Entirely sure how I've done that.
Hint, drive.
Well, there's all kinds of exciting things here. I reckon that's got a bit, hasn't it? No, I can't remember what AI servo meant. But as I can't remember where the button is to press it anyway, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Oh, I've got my speedy camera back.
Well, the only thing I can't work out with this camera is how to get it off autofocus continuous.
I've got the same problem. I've got it on AI servo, whatever that may mean, and I don't know how I did it.
I've got an IFC, which I'm getting is autofocus continuous. And I can't get... Where's the button labelled AF?
Ah, one shot. That's got to be it, hasn't it? One shot. Right. Let's try again.
I mean, it works. I'm just taking a lot of pictures.
What's his name? Key? Kiwi. Oh, there's that resting bitch face that I know and love.
It's one of the disadvantages you get about having a photographer's dog. They get very bored of having their picture taken.
Exactly. I've got an idea, Karen. If you could sit down behind us and then stand up, at the moment she stands up, I reckon his ears will go up. What do you reckon?
I reckon it's worth a try.
Okay, let's give that a go. Trouble is, I don't know whether you've stood up or sat down.
No, you should have done, because I saw the ears go up.
I definitely saw the ears go up. Right, basically, we've done this to death. I'm going to shake it up by bringing in a black dog, so we're going to have to change things again.
And I've taken a heck of a lot of pictures, and with my own camera, I'd have taken far fewer pictures.
I feel the same way, but I'm quite intrigued as to what I've taken. I must say, I'm always very jealous if the black back screen's anything to go by. I'm always really jealous of the colours from the Canon. They're always a little bit washed out in the Nikon. If you get better colours than me, I'm going to be really, really sulky.
Typical. I've taken one of these pictures without paying attention to what's in the background, and I've got half hedge and half sky behind him. So when he moved forward, and I was so enthusiastic about the fact he was moving forward, I wasn't paying attention to the background.
All right. I must admit, I've got half hedge and half grass. The list isn't directly behind him, splitting his head, as it were. Which, as we know, is a no-no.
Yes, I split the head.
I don't know whether I mentioned it, but Jamie's a professional photographer like myself.
Well, not as you know it now at the moment. It's one of those things you get very used to your camera, and everything just becomes very...
You're not going to be used to your camera.
That's what restore settings is for.
Right, black dog, that means exposure compensation. Wonder where the button is. I'm assuming right means up.
Oh God, apparently I shot all the others with some exposure compensation set. Oh God.
Right. Look.
I was trying to adjust something then.
The yelp you just heard from my colleague.
I was trying to set something and my finger went on the shutter button, so I took some pictures unexpectedly. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, there's some grass in here now.
That'll be a field, mate. Oh, hello. My exposure compensation's going through the wall. I've dialed in what I'd normally dial in with the Nikon, and it's way too much with the Canon.
That probably figures, because when I was taking key over the jumps, I had to dial in a lot more than I would normally do.
Yeah, oddly enough, I would normally increase the exposure compensation for a black dog. On this occasion with the Canon, I appear to have decreased the exposure compensation because actually the Canon is trying too hard for me.
I finally got it right, but it took a couple of goes. The first bits were way too high.
Okay, mate, what did you reckon?
It was really quite interesting because you sort of know what you should be doing, but the challenge was finding the controls at times. And I never did find out how to switch it off continuous focus. Sean, put me out of my misery.
I'll show you in a sec, mate,
Right.
but let's first of all, to be honest, it's a lovely camera. I was well out of my comfort zone with it. Once I took the shots, I was back in my comfort zone, but I had no idea what random buttons and dials I was pressing. So, mate, you can have that back.
Thank you very much, and I shall return
I
this
shall
to
have
you.
this back, and the little button you were looking for
Oh,
is Nikon's best little kept secret.
It's hidden, hidden.
The one that says AF and M, obviously.
Right, so I'm so back in my comfort zone now.
So thank you so much, Jamie, for joining me.
And thank you, Sean,
This
for
was
lending
a
your camera.
Great deal of fun. I hope
Yep.
you guys had fun as well.
Yep.
And please, if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like it. See you soon.
Thanks, see you soon.
Cheers, mate.
And cut.